Ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of sad to announce that this is my last PBR battle, but I am very happy to spend it to actually have my final battle with the likes of Atreecko. This guy, like I said before, I idolize his tactics and generally his gameplay. Generally, actually having Tiffany on the right-hand side of my screen right now. When I used to log on to YouTube and watch his videos, and I was like, yeah, I would be very lucky if I got to battle this guy. And like a few years later, here I am, picking my Pokemon, having the audacity to oppose him actually, which is kind of fun. So I wanted to give Peach one last go. I told you guys with Peach's finale, it was the finale for random battles, but this is the finale for all of my PBR battles. And you guys were like, why wasn't it Gen 2? Well, I think I owe Peach something. I don't know. I think it's maybe because it's related to family and stuff. So anyway, let's go into the battle. Spiritomb, we all know what Spiritomb does. Look, the thing is, he knows my team, I know his team. It is who will be able to read, the other one better. So I was like, should I go for a fake out on that thing? But I cannot fake out Pinsir because I know that he will switch out, and I cannot go for a fake out on Rotom because I won't affect it. So what I'm going to go is I'm going to go for the fake out regardless, because I know that he knows that I'm going to go for a fake out just to get it off. I don't know what he might switch into. I know that there's Jirachi in there somewhere, and yeah, so this battle, ladies and gentlemen, will have a glitch somewhere in the middle of your video that you're watching right now. There's a kind of glitch because I ran out of disk space, so I quickly cleaned up my computer, deleted some files I didn't need, and recorded again from the beginning. So when that point comes, I will let you know what happened to the whole thing. So as I predicted, Pinsir switches out as predicted, and in comes Jirachi, which will resist the what do you call it? The fake out. Well, no problem. And yeah, it just took it okay, I guess. So Ambipom takes some life orb damage, and Rotom goes for the Thunder Wave and cripples my Ambipom. This thing is now rendered useless. But Spiritomb gets up a Calm Mind, which is good news, because if you let Spiritomb up, it's kind of a given, like that. So anyway, Spiritomb. I just love this thing. I just love how innovative it is. It's there. It's a bro. Spiritomb is the bro of all Pokemon. End of story. Because it's evil, it's funny, it's weird, it's mysterious. It's got a whole backstory to it. So anyway, I realized I should have gone for a low kick on Jirachi. Ice Punch. What am I thinking? Am I going to go for the Ice Punch on Rotom? What am I going to do? I have no idea what I was going to do, but I was like, maybe I should go for a low kick on the Jirachi. So Rotom goes for a Will-O-Wisp on my Spiritomb just to cripple it, just to get some crippling stuff. And notice one thing, that in 4th and 5th gen, if you could manage to get a Will-O-Wisp off, you were considered lucky. So Ambipom takes the Psychic very well, I guess, for an Ambipom. And I go for the Dark Pulse on Rotom, but I know that it has a Focus Sash, so that is why I decided to break it with Ambipom, provided that I do not get Para-Haxed, and there it goes. Ambipom makes one kill before it dies, because he is considered completely useless now that he's paralyzed. Yes, that's it. So, I should have switched out Ambipom because he does have some use for me, so I switched into, yeah. Well, thing is, if I switch into Feraligatr or Salamence, I would have been crippled there, and it would have been kind of bad. So, anyway, what we can expect here is, I guess we can expect Pinsir, to go for a Rock Slide or something, to outscarf me or something. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I have nothing else to say to fill in these gaps. That's kind of weird. So, anyway, regardless, yeah, here's a little glitchy part, but yeah, I guess we can live with it, So, yeah, come on, Stadium, please don't just... Okay, thank you very much. There we go. So, we're kind of out of the glitchy part, and Tyler just took some time to switch into something, and in comes Gastrodon, which is kind of weird. So, this thing can be a potential threat, but he cannot. I think he carries toxic. He can toxic one of my guys, but I'm both of my guys' status right now, so there's no problem, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse on Jirachi to get some damage on it. And I'm like, should I switch out because I know that Ambipom is going down, but I'm like, nothing can take a Psychic that well from Jirachi, so I'm like, you know what, if you survive for some reason or another, go for a low kick on Jirachi, something that I should have done earlier, because Jirachi here walls me tremendously. I have to get him out of the way, but I am leading this battle, which is good news, and, well, I guess, look, the thing is, I don't have an edge. I never have an edge over Tyler. If I win, and I believe that this is the first ever recorded battle where I do well, exceptionally well, as you will see, because, come on, I didn't make a fool out of myself. If you've seen his part of the battles, I make a complete idiot of myself, because that's what I do when I get nervous. Yay, go me. So, Ambipom dies, and Gastrodon goes for Muddy Water, and I'm like, oh yes, I remember the set. So, Gastrodon just, you know, wrecks you up with a critical hit, and also drops your accuracy, because that's what he does, because he can, because that is what Gastrodon does, son. So, Dark Pulse doesn't do a whole lot of damage on Jirachi, but I do have a fresh attacker, big on the bob, to deal with the situation. But what I'm going to do now is, I'm like, should I switch into my Salamicos? Because, come on, I can go for an Earthquake, but, wait, Heat Wave, because this is my special Salamence. So I'm like, yeah, let's do that. And, in comes my Salamence. I just love this thing. This shiny Salamence. I just love it. And it's a special attacker too. So, what I'm going to do is, I think I should put something to sleep. I'm like, Gastrodon, please sleep. Just please go to sleep. Just, please, sleep. Sleep, my son. And go for the Heat Wave and kill the Jirachi because you can, because of Salamence? Maybe, I don't know, I'm just hoping to get some shit right. But I'm like, go for the Endure because they might bring you to the Tire Berry range. I know I'm playing my trump card very early at the game, but, you know, I'm kind of desperate here because my guys are crippled to death. Spiritomb is pretty much going to die in 2 turns, so it is not much of a threat to my opponent. It does not do too much damage to Jirachi, which can take some hits, so, yeah. So I guess Jirachi's ability is Serene Grace, which, yeah, he could get some special defensive drops, but oh well. So Salamence goes for the Endure here, and I reveal very early that I am Pinchberry set dragon thing. And he goes for the Icy Wind. Oh my god, I'm like, shit, no, I need Salamence speed alive, I need him alive, I tell you. So, what happens here is, Gastrodon goes for the Muddy Water, fortunately misses Salamence, and, no, does not miss Spiritomb, just destroys Spiritomb out of the face of the earth. So, Spiritomb here was kind of my pivotal, offensive wall, if you will. It also delivers and also takes hits pretty well. And Salamence's, you know, Salak Berry was almost destroyed. Pitaya Berry, sorry. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to go for a Dragon Dance, so I can up my offensive stats thing, something, you know. Anyway, I do not have to fear Rotom anymore. Gastrodon cannot touch me. Jirachi can go for an Icy Wind and bring me to 0 speed, because if I go at +1 now, I will be at normal speed again. So what I can do here is I can send out my my Ferret, which can take hits surprisingly well. I managed to take a Stone Edge from a Rhyperior one time, I remember, against a Japanese trainer. If I remember correctly, I think I did. So yeah. Jirachi goes for an Icy Wind, maybe to heal off my Salamence, but only manages to hit my Ferret, which is something that I am so thankful for, you have no idea. But no more worries, because Ferret has priority moves like Helping Hand and Follow Me. So, Feraligatr gets at +1, which is great. So, Gastrodon goes for an Earth Power, which is okay, I guess. But for Alligator, does not have the best special defense in the world, but it can do some damage nonetheless. So I'm like, I'm gonna go for an Earthquake here, hopefully kill the Jirachi, and bring the Gastrodon at a range of health where it won't take hits very well. So I'm like, should I go for it? Yes, because it is a great move for me to not damage my Ferd, because I really, really need this thing alive. And Jirachi can die at a +1 Earthquake. I'm pretty sure I can, backed by Life Orb and super effective move. So in comes Salamence again, and I do the Earthquake Flying combo, which is, I guess, okay. So yeah, up to now I'm doing quite okay. I am quite satisfied with myself. So I'm gonna go for the Earthquake. No problems whatsoever over here. And look at this, I just burst the ground open, and Jirachi is out of the way, which is something that I'm very grateful for, because 2 walls in my way were, you know, I just broke the wall here. So what happened here, ladies and gentlemen, is Persian came out, and Earth Power brought me to a range of health that you can see now on Feraligatr. So not much happened, Jirachi died, Gastrodon used Earth Power on me, and what I'm going to do is I'm hoping to go for a Waterfall and kill the Persian, because it can do some damage. But I'm like, wait, that thing has a that stuff has Endure. So I'm like, maybe I should go for an Endure here now, and you know, maybe take some damage, or you know, hopefully activate a berry that can take the Gastrodon and Persian out. But for a fact, I know that I'm not faster than Persian, which means that I have to take it out of the way now. So yeah, but I guess this turn what will happen here is my opponent will also go for the Endure, predicting me to attack them, because come on, that's what I would do, that's what you would do. And yeah, so this is how wait, I made a prediction, let's see how it goes. Anyway, Salamence is holding up pretty well. Thank goodness my Pinch Berry was not used up just yet. And Salamence and Feraligatr look pretty cool side by side, I guess. So yeah. As I said, Persian goes for the Endure, predicting an attacking move on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for an Endure myself, just in case, you know, Persian wanted to go for a Fake Out or something. You never know. And I went for a Waterfall attack to kill the Gastrodon. Ladies and gentlemen, it was enough to take out Gastrodon. Its defensive stats are not great. I'm at +1, and Feraligatr is at a range of health where he will not, you know, he won't be taking hits very well. And now he's at the Torrent range, which means that my Waterfall is kind of OP right now. So yeah. Now what I'm gonna do here is in comes Hitmonlee, and what I could do here is I could go for a Dragon Dance, or I don't know. I thought of going for an Earthquake to just hit one of the guys, okay, you know, just give it some trouble. And I'm like, you know what? No, don't go for the Earthquake. Switch out into something that can take an Earthquake. And what can take an Earthquake that is also Flying type? It is Scyther, but I decided to go for an Earthquake and hurt my what do you call it anyway, because at that time I wasn't thinking. And you're gonna be like, hey Prodigal, when are you thinking? And I'm like, yeah, you guys have a point. So yeah, so I switched out, or something switched out, or something, yeah. So Hitmonlee goes for the Fake Out, obviously, to bring me at a range of health where I will almost die, which is something very fortunate for my opponent. And Persian goes for the Taunt, and taunts my bloody thing on the Bob. So I'm like, shit. Crap. So both of his guys can go for an Endure right now. So I'm like, I cannot do shit to this guy. I can't do anything right now because he taunted my Ferret, which is horrific. He predicted my switch. I'm guessing he just predicted my switch. So I'm like, should I go for a Waterfall or should I go for an Earthquake? Because they are not at a good range of health right now. But I was like, yeah, I should go for a knockoff on Persian. But, you know, this was the point where I wasn't really thinking much or something. But I did know that Hitmonlee would have gone for an Endure anyway. So I should have gone for a knockoff on Hitmonlee's Salak Berry to render it useless, and you know, maybe gone for an Earthquake just to bring the opposing Pokemon to a range of health, whatever, you know. Anyway. So Persian goes for the Endure as predicted, and Hitmonlee also goes for an Endure as predicted. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Waterfall on the Persian, focus my attack onto that, and kill my Feraligatr, which is stupid because yeah, I'm that dumb. Yes, I'm an idiot. I know I am. So Feraligatr dies to his own life orb. Goodbye, Feraligatr. You just did a very great game. Thank you very much for playing. So Ferret goes for knockoff. Should have gone for knockoff on, you know, maybe, I don't know what. I do not have any other moves to do. I should have gone for a helping hand or something. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send in my Salamence, intimidate my opponents because they're physical attackers, negate the Liechii Berry on one guy, and lower Hitmonlee's attacks that on the other. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Heat Wave, you know, just to hit both of the opposing Pokemon. My opponent does not yet know what Salamence is. I'm counting on the fact that they think that it is offensive physically. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a knockoff on Persian because, you know, there's nothing else I can do. All of my moves except for knockoff are setup moves and are taunted. So I'm like, maybe I should switch out into Scyther, maybe to get, I don't know, something. I really am not sure. So I'm like, if I go for a knockoff here, I kill Persian and I force in the you know, I make space for the final Pinsir. Now, what I'm going to do here is, here we go. So I'm going to switch into my Scyther, which is a questionable thing on my Bob. So my opponent goes for taunt, predicting my Endure. I should have gone for the attack right there. So what I do is I go for the knockoff, and Persian just dies, which is good. So all I have to worry about right now is the opposing Pinsir, but I do have an Aerial Ace, which is backed by Stab. Now, Blaze Kick goes off and doesn't do nothing. It just does nothing to my Ferret because it is a fantastic Pokemon, and I've invested max speed, max HP on it, and it is something that it is a great pivot Pokemon. It is a great support Pokemon. It helps a lot in this team. So in comes Pinsir, and I'm like, should I knock off the Scarf? Should I don't know. What should I do? So I'm like, you know what? Go for the Aerial Ace on Pinsir. Take it out of the way, and with that thing out of the way, hoping that Rock Slide does not kill me, I can maybe, you know, if I manage to get the Pinsir out of the way, Hitmonlee will no longer pose a threat to me. And yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so the tactics here is, if I manage to kill the Pinsir, the game is pretty much running in my favor. We are 3-2. I am doing better than usual. My thinking power just went up. I don't know why or how I managed to, but you know. Anyway, so Ferret sacrifices itself here because it is a huge attention whore, and Pinsir goes for the Rock Slide, hits both of my guys. I pray to the Hex gods that I do not have to deal with hacks, and luckily for me, I go for the Aerial Ace on the Pinsir, and thankfully it goes down, which is fantastic. So all I have to deal with now is Hitmonlee, and I know that he's taking it quite well because, come on, Hitmonlee is not designed to take hits from a Scyther. So from what you all see, Ferret goes down, sacrifice itself fantastically. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to intimidate Hitmonlee. He's at -2. But he is at a range, but my guys are at a range of health where they can die, surely. So anyway. I think I have Quick Attack on this one, but no, I think, yeah, I have Reversal, which is kind of bad. So I'm going to go for the Reversal on this thing, on Hitmonlee. He has one Pokemon left. He can only choose between Scyther and Salamence, which is... there's nothing he can do. All he has is an Endure, activate the Salak Berry on Hitmonlee, and end the game here, because, come on, this game, I think the game favored me pretty much when I was when I took out Pincer. That's my guess. So Reversal will go off and does a massive chunk of damage. Scyther, you are fantastic. So that means that if he hadn't endured, I would have taken him out with a Reversal, and I go for the Dragon Pulse, just to say that I attacked my opponent. Which means now I can go for the Endure and I can kill shit, but I'm gonna go for an Aerial Ace. I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna take out the Hitmonlee. He can only attack one of my guys, so that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final battle. Not only my final battle, but it is the only battle where I won against atreecko, so what better way to battle a legend and win and have a fantastic game like this. A final game, a final victory against a very worthy opponent that I have endless respect for. So Scyther goes down, battled fantastically, and Salamence has the last say in the matter and reveals he's special and goes and takes out the Hitmonlee. So Salamence is the last man standing. It was a very close match regardless. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed. Expect a top 10 passes video quite soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.